We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Matthew Boyd is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing one run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Baltimore.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. And DeMerit will be there to make the play for the first out. Now at the plate, Richie Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. One out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Adam Burke, the right unit, number 15, plays 19.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the two-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the three-hole hitter. I know there's two outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole, Monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And here's Renato Nunez as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That's why you have to close the door when you can. He had two outs, but the three-hole hitter whips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well-hit double.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. DeMerit will reach out with one hand to make a catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and Baltimore has the early 1-0 lead. Brendan Bailey, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. It's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Breaking ball that's cut out and missed for the first strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Number 14.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 6 home runs, and 32 driven in.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santander waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Jonathan Scope can keep up the hot bat. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kinley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They trail this one 1-0. So digging in now, Anthony Santander. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
Anthony.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Demerit is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
That is set. The center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Line drive to center field, but this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
The catcher, number 28, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 10 for him on the year, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Oh, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Ready with another 0-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. Here's C.J. Cron now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch curveball, swung out and missed, strike one.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Fouled away. Bailey, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado, he was taken in the 6th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level. And he has a lot of time to get his tool set behind that.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. C.J. Cron, who's retired leading off the bottom of the second. Striding in, Austin Romine comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are 2 gone now.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone. But maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back. And the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
At the plate, Darrell Lugo will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped toward the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Left side. He's got it. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint. But nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Iglesias on at first, nobody out. Line drive base hit. Well, he has some trouble with it. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. So here's Trey Mancini as he rips it on the ground to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Stepping up now, Renato Nunez. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Demerit, and this will kick off the base of the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Into the box now, Hanser Alberto. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting by.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. Line to the right side. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
There comes Ron Gartenhire up out of the dugout. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. A.J. Ladwig is going to come on the pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Digging in to try it again, Austin Hayes. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt. Down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. One run scores. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
To the plate now, Pedro Severino. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Demerit is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Number 19.
So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. He's set. Here it comes. Line towards center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across the score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. And he puts it on the ground to second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Into the box, Richie Martin. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 9 and the Tigers nothing.
Back now for the Tigers' third turn at bat. And unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Candelario, originally from New York State. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2. To short, hit hard. And that's through for a hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Sliding into the box, Travis Demeritte. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
To Iglesias for 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
The second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped up. Alberto will put this one away, and his side is retired. Tigers lead 1. They're down 9-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Renato Nunez as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First delivery to him on the way. Belted high in the air out to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the blowout continues.
You know, people, you're not afforded as many mistakes when you're not throwing that ball in the 90s or above, and this guy needs to be real fine with his location.
You know, Dan, that's just a great swing by that hitter right there, because when you see low velocity, a guy out on the mound that's not going to blow the heater by you, maybe sometimes you expand the zone. Not the case right there. He set him up. He wanted something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Austin Hayes takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
Number 23.
At the plate, Pedro Severino. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Davis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 18 for him on the campaign as this lead got even wider.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Ivan Nova gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
To the plate now, Richie Martin. And a first pitch swing, he gets a fly ball to left center. And he can't track it down. A base hit. Throwing to second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
So now to the plate, Trey Mancini. Fastball right back to the mound. And a pivot on the first, and with it, that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The O's lead this thing 14-0. Stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And that's in there, base hit.
Yeah, and that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dio, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
The tag gets 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Next up for Detroit, Austin Romine. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. There's one. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. 1 left for Detroit. But this one's pretty much over 14-0. New inning set to get underway, and now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Demerit has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman, Alberto.
So striding forward now, Hanser Alberto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Stewart is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. But they're still on cruise control, 14-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Walkney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going, and he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game, so their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Now the pitch. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
One out now here in the Tiger fifth inning. And into bat next, it'll be Jamer Candelario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are two away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
So coming to the plate, Travis Demeritte, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Tigers to this point. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Digging in once again, Austin Hayes. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The catcher, number 28, Pedro Severino.
So striding in, Pedro Severino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Chris Davis at the plate now. Bullet back up the middle. Reyes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The bat, number 11,
In now, Jose Iglesias. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Demerit's on the move for it, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one now. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Stepping in now, Richie Martin. Yeah, he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Baltimore's out in front, 15-0. Into the box now, Victor Reyes. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping up to the plate, Kristen Stewart. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Change up, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is there. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Orioles have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right...
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call shows that first base has been overturned, and the batter rules.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. No balls and 1 strike. Wind up and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Now in the box, Trey Mancini, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Trey Mancini.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
In now, Renato Nunez. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Jordan Zimmerman enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate now, Hanser Alberto, lying towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
In now for the O's, Anthony Santander. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Scope has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Standing in, Austin Hayes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Nunez at third with 2 away. Lying toward right center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. He'll get it into second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
And that's through for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that's not a bad first milestone. 100th career RBI, Dero.
Yeah, after your first original knock, Dan, probably for you, your first strikeout, your first bomb, you want to start putting some zeros on the back end of these numbers.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now this will head for the 345 sign as it's off the wall. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now to the plate, Austin Romine. Third AB for him here. His previous efforts have resulted in a pop-out and a double play. Scope, the runner at second with 1 away. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Into the box, Lugo. No hits to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bounce to first. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. long, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Richie Martin, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And DeMerit will be there to make the play for the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Stepping in, Trey Mancini. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder topped, the hip topped, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Ronnie Garcia comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Back goes DeMerit on the warning track. He makes the catch. The relay, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with two men gone. Ready now for Baltimore, Hanser Alberto, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground to third, and the two-out throw will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Richard Blyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Hit hard up the middle. Iglesias gets down to make the play. Got him! And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Now at the plate, Travis DeMerit. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. No runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for the Tigers to this point. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Blyer has compiled over 65 innings of work with an ERA under 2. Lucky to get anything off of him. So he sets him down swinging. Travis DeMerit becomes out number 2 this inning. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Digging in the switch.